Hi friends, once again I welcome you all at Grade B. We are covering this series of questions and we have covered part 1 of this series, and today we are going to cover part 2, and we have taken some important questions from this Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. So let's start with this first question. There are 3 statements, and read the following statement about this Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Yojana. These 3 statements are: these schemes cover 18 to 14 years for all educated unemployed are eligible. Education qualification should be 8th pass, and the income beneficiary along with the spouse or the income of the parents of the beneficiaries shall not exceed 60,000 per annum. So you have to identify that which of the following statement is or are true. So only first is true, second is true, both 1 and 2 true, or all the 1, 2 and 3 are true. So first of all, answer for this question will be these 2 options, that is option 1 and option 3 are not true, because the age is for 18 to 35 years and they have given some relaxations for the other backward classes and SC/ST people. And the income criteria, they are saying that it should not be more than 40,000. It is not 60,000, it is 40,000. So let's see some important points about this scheme. Actually, why I am discussing this question and this scheme, because you are able to revise these schemes, these questions with the help of these questions. You are able to revise whatever you have learned about this scheme, whatever you have done about the government scheme. So this Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Yojana was launched on 2nd October 1993. It is a very old scheme and this scheme was launched in 1993, and its main objective was to give self-employment to the educated unemployed youth, and they are also assisting the eligible youth in setting up their self-employment ventures in industry, services and business sector. Now, the criteria part. In the criteria, all the educated employee between 18 to 35 years are eligible, and 18 to 40 years of criteria they have given for Northeast state, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand and Jammu and Kashmir. And this 18 to 45 years for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe and ex-servicemen, physically disabled people. And education qualification, they are providing 8th pass people can apply for this scheme, they are eligible. And the income beneficiaries, it is 40,000, this is not 60,000, it was 60,000 in question. And the permanent resident of the area for at least 3 years. It means wherever they are living, they should be lived there from last 3 years. Right? This is also the criteria to get benefit of this scheme. So this was the Prime Minister Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Yojana. These were the statement. I think you are able to understand the questions fully. Now the second question is, which of the following scheme is launched to provide sustained employment for the traditional industry artisans? I am talking about the traditional industry artisans, and these are your options. This is Aspire, Sphurti, PMRY, PMEGP or CLCSTUS. These all are the schemes from the Ministry of Small and Medium Enterprises. Now, first of all, its answer is Sphurti. Friends, let's see some points, important points about this scheme. This Sphurti scheme is known as a scheme of fund for regeneration of traditional industry. It was launched in its history is since 2005, and these schemes which were running in 2005, these 3 schemes are merged and they are converted into Sphurti. These 3 schemes are scheme for enhancing productivity, competitiveness and khadi industry and artisans, scheme for product development, design, intervention and packaging, that is PRODIP, and a scheme for rural industry service center, RISC. So these all three schemes are merged and they are converted into Furti of fund for regeneration of traditional industry. Right. Now, what are the objective of this scheme? The first objective of this scheme is to provide sustained employment for the traditional industry artisans and rural entrepreneurship. They will equip traditional artisans of the associated cluster. Actually what they are doing, they are making some clusters, and whatever artisans are coming in this area with their skills can do their job in this cluster. So it is a cluster based approach which is being followed by the government for this scheme, and they will improve the skills and capabilities through training and exposures with it. Now there are also some provision to make provisions for common facilities and improve tools and equipment for artisans to promote optimum utilization of infrastructure facility. For example, you have made a cluster, so some artisans from different area can work here. For example, some artisans have some different skills. So in this cluster, he will get infrastructure, tools and knowledge to give idea, whatever idea they have, whatever skill they have, they can convert their skills into shape. Right. So this is the objective of this scheme. And what is the nodal agency? Nodal agencies are Khadi and Village Industry Commission, that is KVIEC for Khadi and Village Industry, and the COIR board, that is CB or COIR based clusters is the nodal agency for implementation of this scheme. Now, the third question is, which of the following is not the feature of COIR Industry Technological Upgradation Scheme, that is known as SIT-US? I think you have learned about this scheme, you have read about this scheme. So these are the statements you have to identify which is not the feature of this scheme. The options are: it gives financial assistance to the entrepreneur for procurement of eligible plant and machinery for modernization, upgradation or establishment. 25% of the cost of admissible item of machinery procured by the COIR units for upgradation or establish a new unit. The government are giving 25% cost. The third one is, upper ceiling of the financial assistance will be 2.5 crores per COIR unit project, or none of the above is true. So first of all friends, this answer is none of the above, because all these statements are true. Now these are some important points about this scheme, that is known as COIR Industry Technological Upgradation Scheme. It is a new component and this is known as SIT-US, and it has been introduced replacing the earlier component, that is known as Development of Production Industry of COIR Vikas Yojana, for giving away assistance to the entrepreneur for procurement of eligible plant machinery for modernization, upgradation, or they want to establish a new unit on making application for the purpose. Now, what types of assistance they are giving? They are giving financial assistance of 25% of the cost of admissible item machinery procured by COIR units. And the last one is, upper ceiling of the financial assistance is 2.5 crore. So all these options regarding this COIR Industry Technological Upgradation Scheme is true. And it was renamed or revamped, we can say that, from this Development of Production Infrastructure. Right. Now the fourth question: to enhance industry understanding and application of design to promote design as a value adding activity of MSMEs, Government of India has launched a design expertise to manufacturing MSME sector. You have to identify which of the following statement is not true regarding the funding of the scheme. So these are the options. First is awareness. They are running a awareness program and they are spending 70,000 of rupees per program. They are giving workshop, that is need assessment survey, and they are giving up to 5 lakh or 75% of government funding for 5 days duration. National level workshop up to 10 lakh for 1 day duration. And the last is their orientation program for stakeholders up to 20 lakh for 1 day duration. First of all, friends, this national level workshop, they are providing 5 lakhs of rupees for 1 day duration. So this is not the 10 lakh. So this statement is not true. Now we'll see what is this scheme. First of all, this design expertise to manufacturing, if you will understand this statement, it is related to expertise of design in manufacturing sector. So its main objective is to enhance industry understanding and application of design to promote design, a value adding activity, and integrate into mainstream business, industrial process and MSMEs. It's a very tough language, you will try to understand. For example, manufacturing industry run mostly upon some product. If you want to produce a product, manufacture a product, first of all it will design. So there are some, if any product is being designed, if you will not use this product into, or you will not use this design of this product into their manufacturing in your factory for manufacturing, then this product is useful. So this scheme is given, whatever design has been done, its application should be promoted. And what they will do, they will give some value adding activity and integration of this design product into the industrial process. So this is the main objective. Now these are the components. There are awareness program for 70,000 per program, workshop 5 lakh, that is 70% government funding for 5 day duration, and national level workshop they are also spending 5 lakh and for the 1 day duration, and orientation program up to 2 lakh for 1 day duration, and the training of implementing agency official is mobilization and coordination workshop for MSMEs officials are 10 lakh for 5 days duration. And in the last, study of global best practices and design program, fair, exhibition, other countries, they are giving 50 lakhs per visit. So government is spending this much of amount for designing of the product. Now the last scheme for today is, that is, consider the statement about this zero defect and zero effect scheme. I think you have learned about this scheme, you have read about this scheme. These are the statements which is based on this scheme. The first statement is, it was launched in 2018 by the Ministry of MSMEs. Under this scheme, they are providing ZED Certification Rating, and in last, Quality Council of India has been appointed as the National Monitoring Implementing Unit for implementation of ZED. So you have to identify which of the following statement is or are true. Options are only 1, 2 and 3, 1 and 2, or all the statements are true. So first of all, friends, the statement 1 is wrong because it was launched in 2016, and both the second and third statements are true because the government is giving ZED certification, and this QCI is the National Monitoring and Implementing Unit for this scheme, that is NMIU. Now we will see some important points about this scheme. First of all, the objective of this scheme is to develop an ecosystem of zero defect manufacturing. It will promote adoption of quality tool system and energy efficient manufacturing, and it will enable MSMEs for manufacturing of quality product. It will encourage MSMEs to constantly upgrade their quality standard in product and processes. It will develop professionals in the area of ZED manufacturing and certification, and it will support the Make in India campaign. Now, the implementing agency, this is QCI. It will work as the NMIU, that is National Monitoring and Implementing Agency. And this Quality Council of India is a non-profit organization, and it is registered under the Society Registration Act of 1860. Now, it was launched in 2016, and the scheme accounts for productivity, quality, pollution, mitigation, energy efficiency, financial status, human resource, technological depth, including design and IPRs in both the product and processes. Its main mission is to develop and implement the ZED culture, that is zero defect and zero effect, right? And what if you will enlarge, or if you will try to understand this ZED culture, then the meaning of the zero defect is, the zero defect concept is focusing on the customer, and it is non-conformance or non-compliance or zero waste. Customer means you are providing zero defect product to the customer, you are working on the non-conformance and non-compliances, and you are working on the zero waste. Effect, if you will follow this zero defect principle, then effect will come in the form of zero air pollution, liquid discharge, solid waste, zero waste, and natural resources. Now, this ZED certification, all the Udyog Aadhaar Memorandum registered manufacturing MSMEs are eligible to apply for this ZED registration. So this is the criteria what the MSMEs which are registered under this UAM can apply for the certification. And there are the 5 levels of certification they are providing. Under level 1, they are giving cell certification, and it is known as the bronze. Level 2, conformity with the standard, silver. And under this, reimbursement of 80% micro, 60% small, and 50% medium of testing and certification fees, consultancy charges, or successful certification are provided by the government. Level 3 is striving for excellence, that is gold. And under this, 80%, 60%, and 50% testing and fees, consultancy, everything is provided by the government. Level 4, achieving excellence, it is diamond. And in this, government are giving some incentives as per the plan manufacturing scheme guideline. And the level 5 certification is known as the platinum, and in this 80% of the cost of this consultancy are reimbursed by the ministries, and it is subjected to an upper ceiling fixed limited by this Program Monitoring Advisory Committee. This is formed by the government generally to monitor these types of schemes. So friends, these are our star performers which has been selected in previous exam, that is 2020, and we are offering SEBI Grade A course at ₹2499, and we are also providing combo course for RBI Grade B and SEBI Grade B at 3499, and you can purchase our RBI Grade B course at ₹2499, and we are covering all these topics in our courses. So friends, till then, thank you and happy learning. I will come up with more videos. Thank you and happy learning.